Zion.
Welcome back to another episode of Overrated Base. I am your host, King Sticks. Joy.
Zion Williamson is on pace to become a superstar, but he will go through some trials and tribulations because of his style of play.
Clip?
Yes.
It's that simple.
Yes.
Okay.
Just last week we was here. I was telling y'all why he was top 25. I can go back every.
No, you told us why he should have been top
Number 2.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Right.
even better, yes, number 2.
Number 2.
On the top 25 on
Top
the 25.
25. Average 60% field goal percentage, right?
62% field goal percentage, 26 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, and 4 assists a game.
4 assists
a game.
If his weight
On 37% shooting from the 3. What was the 3-point?
He's on 36.
36. What was you about to say?
how many minutes? And
on like 30, you said you
30
kept saying
minutes.
30. I think it's a little bit above, but I'm just saying it's around 30 minutes per game.
Yeah, so just I just
Do
like.
y'all think he gets better, or do y'all think from 3, or do y'all think he stays the same?
I think he for sure gonna get
I'm
better.
just saying he obviously believes he's gonna get better.
Get better.
What do you think?
I'm gonna give my opinion here in a second because it's brutal.
He shot 30. He's shooting 36.
Here's what I think.
Okay.
Here's what I think. And Gowie pretty much.
31 minutes.
Hold on. Gowie. Do we know him?
Yes, he's on Instagram.
Oh, the kid Gowie. Oh, he's famous. Oh, okay, I didn't know y'all was communicating. Go ahead.
Yes, we are best friends.
Messy.
Anyways, so.
Y'all best friends?
Yes.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Anyways, so pretty much he brought up to my attention that he believes that he's gonna get a bit of Giannis treatment as far as shooting wise. Now obviously he believes he's gonna get better from 3, but he feels like if he kind of stays the same, possibly he could get like, oh well, he can only shoot, so you know how Joel Embiid shoots, he's a good sized player, he shoots pretty high from 3. So he's pretty much saying like, you know, people love him right now, but eventually it could be a thing to where, oh, he's good, but he needs to shoot better from 3 and everything else. Yeah.
You know the difference between him and Giannis? It took Giannis time to get.
Yes, and I agree, because Giannis is shooting. And Giannis is shooting what, like 30% from 3 this year.
But Giannis
Maybe
didn't
31?
really become Giannis till like year 4.
Yeah,
Let's
and
be realistic. If you're 300 pounds and you're shooting 35% better from 3, you're doing well. I don't.
Yes.
Why is he saying 300, bro?
Okay, so his rookie season they 284. He's heavier now, and it's clear.
That's why.
Like we're not doing
He
that.
don't
300
look.
pounds.
He don't look 300 out of shape though.
You're 300 pounds. I don't care.
How long do y'all think his career lasts? How long do y'all
How
think
you
his
feel?
career lasts?
Aaron Donald 300 pounds. You want to say nothing about
That's
him?
another question.
Didn't we do these numbers last year?
I'll tell you what.
They was almost better than bronze in sample size.
You know what's crazy? You told me when Luka's finished his season, you told me that Luka Doncic was not a superstar and he was a rookie. I'm like, okay, but to me, like you might need. I told you then Zion was not going to be that guy, and you now want to say that so Zion was a superstar first year?
No, I ain't saying that, but I'm saying Zion got superstar potential. You saying game 1? We talking about he ain't consistently played 30 minutes yet. Just now. Right, the first year it was like play 2 games, sit a week, right?
What superstar play less than 30 minutes or play less than 35?
Oh, he was hurt. You know he was hurt. They had to walk him into. You know what?
You tell me though. I asked a question. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was hurt, we can throw that into the equation. What superstar play less than 35 minutes?
Probably Kyrie.
You see though? That's what I'm saying. Like we're not doing that. So is he on Kyrie's level?
He's year 1.5. Cause it ain't year 2. He's year 1.5.
We can't even say year 1.5 because he didn't play the full season.
Here's what I believe.
Man, we had 73 games.
He didn't play the full season last year. He came in after the All-Star break.
This is what I believe. I believe that Zion.
He played a couple games before.
Okay. I believe that Zion has superstar freak potential, but I think that his health.
My girl tell me I got freak potential. That don't mean that.
I cannot. I think his health is a problem. I think his health could be the deciding factor if he becomes a superstar or not, because of the minutes he has to play and everything else. I think he has potential and I think he can be consistent and put up good numbers, but it's all gonna come down to, can he do this for years to come, and can he stay healthy while doing it? Because if he don't stay healthy, he won't get to that 30 minutes a game or 35 minutes a game.
At 350 pounds, he ain't gonna be able to stay healthy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's the thing, and he should have been dropping weight by now. That's my thing. He should have been dropping, not gaining weight, but dropping
The body naturally gets bigger as you get older.
Yeah.
Now, if you are losing weight, you know what I'm saying, like, I often say hygiene, but genetics. Look, I knew that was wrong. Genetics plays a big factor in that. But he was massive leaving high school.
Yeah.
He got bigger in college.
I just know everybody was saying when he first got there, if he wants to last, he has to shed weight, and he hasn't done it. Like all the coaches,
he gained weight.
All the scouts were saying he has so much potential, but if he wants to last.
Look at his NBA debut or the end of last season, and now he gained weight. To me, that's not a debate. So
I'm not debating his
and I'm sorry, his trajectory is not superstardom to me.
Now listen. Let me ask you this. If weight didn't play a factor in how long he could play, do you think he'd be a superstar? Like, do you think if weight did not play a factor? And that's my point.
Yeah.
So you basing
no, I'm not. But when she put it like that, it does put what I'm saying into perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying, look at this number.
I'm not basing it off his weight.
The numbers would be, if we were talking about Zion 5 years from now.
You're basing it on his longevity, correct?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
Not because again, you can be a superstar for a year, 2 years.
His longevity and his usage rate.
Look at D Rose.
He can only.
D Rose was a superstar MVP, and then boom.
Yes, and like his longevity, his health, and also all of that goes into his usage rate. You're not gonna be a superstar caliber player with this much longevity playing 15 minutes a game. You have to. It all goes hand in hand.
No, I'm agreeing with that, but I'm saying that's not what I'm basing it off of.
No, I understand what you're basing it off of.
I have not seen, and again, in your defense, I feel like I could try to persuade her potentially. Like, she has her mind made up, but I could, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she understands, but to your defense, I can say this, like, because he hasn't played a full season, he hasn't played 82 games, he hasn't had playoff runs and stuff like that, like, yeah, like, technically, I would be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, but...
Cause we just looking at, if we just an eye test, that's all we got. We can only look at
I test him right. I am 100% completely right.
Cause he hasn't dropped away.
Say what? No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't base my argument off.
So what? So what? What is it?
League?
Are you basing
you don't respect that 35?
Bro, what are we doing?
35% from three.
I'm saying, but we're in a shooter's league. He shoots 35% from three, but what if he had to shoot 5 or 6 threes per game?
He's big though.
What if he had to shoot the 5?
And those are all effects of his weight.
Will LeBron shoot
his weight
from
can
three?
affect all of that.
It can.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's gonna lose weight. We don't know if he's gonna get a personal trainer.
Okay, wait, because you keep saying LeBron's name while we're talking about Zion Williamson. I don't care. You keep saying. Keep naming first ballot Hall of Fame
who can't shoot.
We are naming
who's not a shooter.
We are naming Mount Rushmore players.
Who's not a shooter?
And I'm talking about Aaron Donald and LeBron James. Like, stop.
First of all, I'm not gonna use subpar players.
Why not Grandmama?
Larry Johnson?
Why not? That's who he
Because you're saying he gonna get hurt, and you saying it's gonna cut his career short. That's why you want to use Grandmama. I'm not gonna do him like that.
I want to use Larry Johnson because at Larry Johnson's best, he was a high-flying dunker. Was he ever a superstar? Was Larry Johnson actually ever a superstar? Charlotte was good because of him and Lonzo. He was a superstar at that time.
Okay, let's instead of don't insult him. Compare him like a Roy. Don't compare him like a Roy Hibbert. Kendrick Perkins.
I don't talk about basic players like that.
Come on, bro.
And then you can have something to work with. Roy Hibbert, Kendrick.
I don't talk about. When I look at players like Zion, I look at him having not a LeBron-esque career, but being a poor man's LeBron. There's nothing wrong with being a poor man's LeBron.
But how poor? How poor?
27.
Didn't they call Greg Oden a poor man's LeBron at one point?
He never played.
It's a joke.
Yeah, he looked like LeBron. Yeah, he did. He looked like LeBron. We're talking about 26-7 and 4.
And 4. And we rounded up with the 4, but I'm giving him 4. I don't care.
And so what you're telling me is you don't think he can play 7 years at that, 5 years at that? You got to be a superstar, right?
5 years at that? No.
I can't that I can't control.
Because here's my question. With 15 and 15, should you be considered a superstar?
15 and 15.
Yeah.
Who averaged trash shit like that?
That's trash?
I apologize for cussing. I apologize. I don't do that. Who averaged 15 and 15?
Drummond has never been to an All-Star game, and for his career, I think he averaged actually 13 and like 14. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying there have been seasons where he put up 15 and 15. He never went to an All-Star game. I never heard his name when they talked about superstars or stars. I never heard Andre Drummond's name. But arguably at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like when
he also played Detroit.
He had 14.6 points and 13.8 rebounds.
So you comparing that to...
No. What you asked me was the 26 and 7. Okay, that's formidable. That's recognizable. That's, hey, let's watch this guy. You know what I'm saying? But 14 and 14,
not in Detroit. Is where you at.
You see what I'm saying? So you asked me a long time ago. I'm gonna ask her now because I know the answer to it. What makes a superstar?
To me, superstars are multi-dimensional players that can play at a high level and bring.
Why does the public eye see you as a superstar? Because you said to you, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Why in social view do we see somebody as a superstar?
In this era?
In general.
In general.
In general.
And when you get your answer, I'm going to translate it to 90s, 80s, or on back.
Okay, so I believe that a superstar, I think it has a lot to do with their numbers. Honestly, because I mean, like...
So 26, 7, and 7, 26, 7, and 4, I mean...
But in multiple departments, like... Well, except for in Stephen Curry's exception. But most players...
Exception.
Hey,
he exception. Everybody can't be an exception.
Yeah, everybody can be blessed with a roster. You're right. Anyway.
Can be blessed with the
roster.
Anyways, yes.
When that roster ain't always look like that.
So yeah, you're right.
There's a point that roster got carried.
Yeah. Right.
But
yes, I think it has a lot to do with. I think it has a lot to do with the impact that you have on the team and the numbers that you put up in each department. Like Bradley Beal isn't a superstar. He's putting up 30 whatever points a game, but he doesn't have it in every category. If he did, he would have been an all-star a long time ago.
It's your star power. And star power ain't something that...
Yeah, but that has a lot to do with your impact.
Yeah, I mean, but LeBron James...
Like, star power...
LeBron James had star power before he touched the league.
Star power is impact, though. Look what he did, in high school on his team. So it's impact and it's your numbers.
But some people, when they walk in the room, it's I want to... Who is that? Or, that is... I feel like that's what superstars give you that. Who is that? Or I want to be around him.
Yeah, like...
Because again, what you brought up earlier was very valid. You said he did that in Detroit.
I know for a fact I didn't look at Larry Bird like that when he came in the room.
But in Detroit, Isaiah Thomas was a superstar.
Okay, and that's why I said That's why I can go to any generation of basketball. When we say generation, we're really talking about a decade. We talking about 90 to 2000, 2000, 2010, 2010. So realistically, you're 100% right. But he also beat Magic, Bird, and Jordan. And you know what I'm saying, to get to his, if I'm not mistaken, that was the first ring. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, at that time, I understand why.
Which gave you more to start. What Andre Drummond hadn't done was significant.
But the market also changed. The Detroit market then is not the Detroit market now.
Because they can't get talent.
And also superstars, and how superstars is also looking at what they bring in their era as well. Because I think they're superstars now that wouldn't be superstars back then.
Who?
Let me think.
Take your time.
Do y'all think Stephen Curry would have been a superstar in Michael Jordan's era?
We've deviated. Zion, I'm sorry. No. I can see him putting up 28 next season. But let's be real. You had to pull it back up. I had to pull it up. But let's be real. How many shot attempts are we talking about?
15.
Okay. That is phenomenal.
16.
I apologize. That's phenomenal. No, but we did say he's shooting 62%. Okay, so never mind. Because I gave you the percentage. You know what I'm saying? It talked to you. My point is, at the end of the day, I don't have, because he can average 28, he can even average 30 on that shooting percentage, but eventually they're going to beg him to pull away from that rim. You're going to have to defeat us away from that rim. He is supposed to be... And that's
why I brought up his shooting earlier.
He's supposed to be the go-to player. So I don't see him going through all that and then BI closing games. And then ball closing games. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
He'll be gone.
He's good. Yeah.
I agree too. By the time Zion gets to that, to the pinnacle player that he can be, I believe he'll be gone too. But I just don't see him carrying that team and then anticipating other people to close games, because you brought up Giannis a while ago. Giannis will lead the league. His team in points, rebounds, be second in assists, be most efficient defender, most efficient on offense, you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff. And then they'll say what? Oh, well, he can't get over the hump because he can't shoot.
No, the difference is Zion is aggressive.
You know the difference is 2 MVPs, a defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
we talking about Milwaukee.
By
we talking about in Milwaukee.
Year 5, he learned how to do that. Zion came
Learn how to do what?
Giannis wasn't Giannis until after year 4.
I got you. So
Zion came in this.
No, he came in with the potential to be this.
Yeah, what he averaged last year? We ain't gonna count that.
No, we can count that.
We did it. We already did the episode.
Okay.
It was like
he played what
in 31 games.
25 games last year. How
31.
many?
31 games. I think he averaged like 25.
Okay, and mind you was supposed to be pulling it up. You know what I'm saying? No, I got you now. Don't do it.
It's right here.
Don't do it now.
I'm right here.
Okay.
I was ready.
I need to see what he averaged last year. Bam, what we doing? 22. Oh, see, I was gonna say 2 and 2. I was 22, 6 and 2. Like that's great, bro. For a rookie, that's great.
And so then back though next season you up 4 points.
Look,
make an all-star team.
yeah, look, plateau.
Yeah, if he's healthy
Plateau.
the whole time.
What you think? Let's be realistic. If Zion averages 30 points per game with his ability to score now, like how he can score now, if he averages 30 points a game, how far do you have his team going?
It's in the West still. They still might.
They're the 11th seed right now.
They might never jump out the 11th seed. It's a lot of teams ahead of them. They got great young talent.
So you said they might never jump out the 11th seed. I'm not asking will they compete for a championship. They might never jump out the 11th seed.
I'm just saying.
How great can a man be?
That's crazy. You gonna do that? so then CJ not that good.
No, CJ is a star, but we're talking about a guy that you're telling me is on trajectory to be a superstar.
So what did De'Aaron Fox get better?
Talking about, first of all, CJ be in the playoffs. So what are we doing?
Because of him or because of the other guy?
Okay, that's my point. They be in the playoffs because of the other guy.
Okay.
If we're talking about superstar level talent, you cannot be stuck at 11 seed. That's not an excuse.
It's a lot of teams. Come on.
If you'd have told me 8 seed or they in and out of the playoffs every other year, okay, I'm with you. I'm following you. But you're talking about a 6'8", 6'9" player, 150 pounds, averaging 26 and 7, and they can't get out of the 11th seed.
Is the West not that hard?
The West is more difficult than the East.
Oh.
But there are certain players that made no excuse. They made it every single season. Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. We might see maybe Steph Curry. So with a Zion Williamson, you have attributes that they don't have now, and vice versa. Listen,
Russell Westbrook will make it. Stephen Curry won't.
all I'm saying is,
Put some of them Cajun baked burnt wings you be making on there.
all I'm saying is at the end of the day, you're not going to tell me a man is going to reach superstardom and be stuck at 11th seed for years to come. You're not doing that.
Look.
Name a 6'6" player or taller in history that was a superstar and never made the playoffs consistently.
I ain't saying never gonna make. I'm just saying he might get stuck there because there's a lot of teams
He'll
better
never
than
be
him.
a superstar.
That's why Bradley
You
Beal
can't
ain't
be
one.
stuck at 11th seed and continue. Stop, bro. What are we doing? You have to eventually make the playoffs. I'm not even saying you have to go to the finals. As a superstar, you have to eventually
So
make the
Devin
playoffs.
Booker never make the playoffs again. I'm asking you a
Is
question.
Devin Booker a superstar? Stats, and then you're gonna get recognition, your marketability. That's what makes you a superstar.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of players that came through and averaged some outlandish numbers or subpar numbers or right at average. We seen a guy in Steve Nash win 2 MVPs, make All-Star games, shoe contract, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So like,
A head coach for some reason.
so that's what I'm saying. So, and you're not gonna tell me Steve Nash was never a superstar. He averaged 15 and 11, maybe 15 and 12, and beat Kobe Bryant, who was averaging 35 points per game out at that time.
15 and 11
That's
is a
still
lot.
wild.
So that's what I'm
15
saying.
and 11 is a lot.
But 14 and 14.
No. 15 and 11.
But 14 and 14.
15 and 11 is a lot. You probably not averaging.
Andre Drummond has never been mentioned for MVP. Steve Nash got 2 with those numbers. That's what I'm saying. It's what you said it a while ago. He played in Detroit. You know, it's how much recognition, how much marketability can you get?
Yeah, and what are you doing? Like even take it. They beat Kobe.
Yeah. Okay.
They beat Kobe in the I think back-to-back years.
I know they beat him 1 year for
1 year for sure.
Yeah, because
Like-
he wanted Kobe. They was they up 3-2 and Kobe gave up. I think they was up 2 games in the series and I say Kobe gave up, but
That's when Smith
he had
Park was
attitude.
playing point guard.
Yeah, Kobe had an attitude. You know what I'm saying? But
I had to too if I'm looking over Smith Park.
look, you
playing
play the
point guard.
games. You played the games.
But smush.
For me, Zion, no. I don't see him having more hype behind his name than he does this season.
I don't see him not getting better unless he gets injured.
How you get better than 62% field goal percentage? Like you legitimately, we're talking about his jump shot. I don't know what he shoots from free throw, but we're legitimately talking about
70.
That's pretty good for 400 pounds.
I'm saying like he only taking 16 shots. So what you gonna take more? I mean, I don't know, bro. Like,
and Tom always tells who the supers are, who's not. Tom always tells. It does.
No, I'm saying we revisit this for sure.
Oh yeah, Tom always tells. Always tells.
Cause Jamal Murray not a superstar.
For good reason. For good reason. I mean, Jokic is like.
But Jamal Murray, he
look at what Jokic has to do when he's not considered.
Yeah, Jamal Murray, he has to get better at playmaking, and obviously, you know,
you don't have to play make.
No, because of Jokic. But I'm saying as a player, your individual skill set, those are certain things that are holding him back from getting to the next level.
I don't feel like anybody who played guard in the West is being held back. You just not gonna get the. I'm saying you probably not gonna get the same recognition because there's so many great.
But he's not a good playmaker.
I mean, but
what's determined that?
I've seen it last year in the turnovers and the bad choices and the bad passes that he's made.
Jamal
Murray.
What you said? You said turnovers.
Hold on.
Bad.
Talking about because last year in the playoffs. We even had a bet. I don't know how much I owe you. I know you some money.
No. You owe me $1 million. What are you doing? I'm fat.
Yeah. Well, he's not Russell Westbrook. What are you trying to say?
I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Point Away Debates. Like, comment, subscribe.
Because Russell Westbrook ain't never came back.
He's not electric like Russ.
Russ ain't never averaged 50 back-to-back in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Are you drunk?